Realism. In film, this is referring to our objective reality, the way we see the world. Realism does not mean realistic. It is a reflection of reality being reproduced through the camera lens. Realist films try to keep the editing and cuts to a minimal to maintain the flow of a continuous gaze. And then we have formalism. Formalism is all about how a film is presented to the viewer. Formalist and formalist films will use lighting, editing, sound effects, and other aspects of mise-en-scène to enhance the viewing experience. Almost all of the highest-grossing movies are highly formalized. Formalist directors seem to make it clear to the audience that what they are seeing is just a film. Comparing realist and formalist films with painting we can see that realist painting is more often pleasing to the eye, and it has characteristics like depth of field to bring comfort to the viewer's eyes. A more formalist painting would be something that perhaps does not make any sense, like an abstract drawing. It could be anything from squares and triangles to disfigured faces. Yet, with moving images, there is a higher demand for super films loaded with formalisms. There has to be some reason why the majority of us would rather sit and watch a movie about aliens taking over planet Earth and blowing up buildings instead of watching a documentary on tree bark. It is to escape reality, even if it is just for a few hours, to escape the world we live in and enter a world of the imaginary. Now I will show you two short clips that I have made. One using realism techniques and the other one using more stylistic formalism techniques.
The child, why'd you have to die? Hey. Hey. How was your trip?
It was pretty good.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad you had a good trip.
I was pretty worried about Shiloh the whole time.
Shiloh, yeah.
I know he was sick when I left, but it seemed like he was getting better.
Yeah, he was getting better. So,
Did you?
and the thing is, I kind of forgot to build a kiddie pool a few things, and you know, he kind of, but he was just a cat, right? So it's not
Cat!
It's not that big of a deal. It wasn't that big of a deal. No.
You killed my cat!
No, it wasn't a cat.
Eric! Where's my sister?
I don't know. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
It wasn't my fault, okay?
What wasn't your fault? You killed my sister!
I didn't. No.
Oh yeah? No!
Let me explain.
No!
Please let me explain.
No! You killed my sister! Chris, you! Chris, you! Satan Deborah!
As we saw, you don't want to mess with a person's cat or their sister, or you'll get killed, or just pass out. Even with these two rather briskly made short films, we can see which one is clearly more interesting. But one is a bit more realistic, more credible, more real life, and the other one is, well, completely absurd. Worlds that we could have only imagined can now be created with special effects. For many people, going to the movies is a way to temporarily escape the world of reality. It is a chance to believe in unrealistic absurdities like superheroes and floating castles. Perhaps what the viewer looks for when they want to make a trip to the movies is to do just that. Escape the real.